our next guest, a very talented comedian and actor. His debut, a stand-up special, Model Comedian, is streaming on HBO Max. Let's take a look.
My dad was a hoarder, which is one of the most beautiful things you can be. If you guys get the chance to hoard, run, don't walk. And I know what you're thinking, Caleb, where do I start? Honey, take stuff home and leave it there. And then I know your brain goes, does it have to be nice stuff? No! No, it's almost better if it's garbage. It doesn't have to mean a thing in the world to you. And when you die, someone else will deal with it.
Please welcome to the show, Caleb Heron, everybody. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy to be here, Seth. Thank you for having me.
What, you have a bag?
Yeah. Well, hey, y'all. You know, I'm from Missouri.
Okay.
And so it's not nice to show up somewhere empty-handed.
Oh, that's very kind.
And so I brought you some food. I was at dinner the other night. And I just had some stuff left over, and I thought I'd bring it for you.
Okay. So you didn't bring it from Missouri or anything?
I did. I flew it from Missouri, yeah.
So you flew in today?
What is today? This is like 4 or 5 days ago. But I actually, flying is such a nightmare. I had to check it, and so it's cold down there, so it's in the safety zone. You'll be fine.
Oh,
yeah.
So I should feel better about the fact that you had to check it.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
It's better than on the plane because it's colder because of the air.
You know, I never think about this. You're totally right. This
Yeah.
is totally fine to eat.
So that's for you.
That's so kind of you.
That's for you.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm a big fan. Congrats on the special, Model Comedian. Where did that title come from?
Well, okay, there's a joke in the special that when all of you watch it, if you haven't already, that sometimes people online, my fans will try to defend me when people are being mean to me. And someone said once, like, oh, this guy's so ugly, I don't understand the hype with him or whatever. And one of my fans responded to them and said, he's a comedian, not a model. Hey. It was so hurtful. It was like, I was like, just don't step in. just let it go. And then there's a dovetail at the end. And so I was like, I thought about calling it comedian, not a model. And then I was like, well, I don't feel like that's true. So
Yes.
Model Comedian was the one.
Right. That way, this way you're keeping both avenues open.
Whatever people
professionally.
need.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever people need.
I will say it is a great gift because getting a title for a special is a really important thing, and it's a very good one. So
Yeah.
in the end, it was a backdoor favor by your fan.
Exactly correct. Yeah, people who are mean to me are always giving me gifts. And yeah, no, it was nice. It was a good one for the special. I was happy.
You are an accomplished podcaster. You are a very well-known guest on other people's podcasts.
Yeah.
The word is out that you will sort of bring the heat as a guest on a podcast. And yet, I've also heard that you do not listen to podcasts.
Wouldn't listen to one with a gun to my
Yeah.
head. No. You couldn't pay me $1 billion to listen to a podcast. I love you and I'm so happy to be here. I won't watch this. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
just not.
This is not, what we're doing right now is not for you.
No,
Yeah.
this is not about me. It has nothing to do with me. And watching someone else do a podcast is like, I struggle even at concerts because I'm like, I should be up there. You know, like, it's hard. And so podcasts, I'm like, I should get a say, and I don't like that.
I will say, I do a podcast with Andy Samberg, and every episode he says he hates podcasts and he doesn't think we should be doing it.
Andy, I'm gonna look into his stuff. Andy Samberg, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should listen to his podcast.
I'll check him out.
That's his stuff. That's what people know
I
him
wanna
for.
check out
He's a
his
very
stuff.
accomplished
Yeah.
podcaster. Your mom has been a guest on your podcast, and I'm assuming supportive comes to stand-up.
Yeah, comes to the shows.
Do you like knowing that your mom is there?
Well, yes and no. My mom is like one of the coolest people on the whole earth. She's one of my best friends. I love her to death. She likes to drink.
Okay.
And she gets a level of drunk at my shows that I would call sort of like apocalyptic. Like it's very. I just had a benefit. I live in Kansas City. I had a benefit show in Kansas City last week for the tenant union there, and she came and she was in the front row, and you know people who know her were pointing out like, "It's your mom, it's your mom," and I gave her the microphone to say something, and she was so drunk, all she said was, "What's up, bitches?" And I said, "Thank you very much." So she's a good time, yeah.
You used to do comedy in Chicago.
I did.
I.O. I know you were there.
Yeah.
Place that I also was on stage. And every now and then there will be showcases where SNL will come through town, look at young, talented people like yourself. And you actually got a chance to sit down. Lorne Michaels saw you and then asked to sort of sit down with your very stressful to like sit with Lauren, especially
Yeah.
if you don't know him. It's pretty stressful if you do know him.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Well, in Chicago, when you do these showcases, if you do well, the people from SNL will call and say, come to Lauren's hotel and talk with him. And so I went, and it's like speed dating. You like move around and see all the producers and stuff. And I sat with him first, and you get a couple minutes, but you don't know how long.
Right.
And then one of the terrified young women with the big bags who work there comes and moves you around, you know?
Yeah.
And I was talking to Lauren, and he goes, tell me about yourself or whatever. And I go, okay. And so I spent 5 straight minutes talking about the Dixie Chicks. Now the Chicks, and I just love them so much. And I was like, so there's this lead singer named Natalie. Well, backing up, there's a conflict in the Middle East, and I'm telling,
you did the full history.
I'm telling him, I'm like, so she spoke out, and like she was right, and you know. And then Toby Keith got involved, and I'm telling him everything about the Chicks, and then one of the girls comes around and she's like, your time is up, and Lauren was like, 5 more minutes with this one, you know.
And do you think because he wanted more Chicks talk, or do you think?
No. He was like, tell me anything that matters, you know? So then I stayed, and he was like, tell me about comedy, maybe. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So then I did.
That's a better use of my time.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, and but it's does he still ever now? If he ever has a question about the Chicks, does he reach out?
He's called many times. Middle of the night, my phone rings, and he's like, what's their music again? He really loves it. He loves it.
Hey, you just finished. Have you guys wrapped Devil Wears Prada 2?
Yeah, I'm in Devil Wears Prada 2.
Congratulations.
Which is great. Thank you. Yeah.
Some legends, a cast of legends.
So everyone's so nice, and you know I feel bad because I want this to get clicks. Your show, you know?
Yeah.
I want people to watch our segment, and all there is to say is that everyone was so lovely.
Yeah.
So if you'd like, I could make some things up.
I would like that.
Okay. Well, then I'll just do it like okay. So Meryl Streep's a nightmare.
Yeah.
She's a nightmare. She's an evil person, and Anne Hathaway is a nightmare. Everyone was so lovely. It was such a fun experience. And it's like, I grew up as like a closeted gay boy in Missouri, you know, watching this movie when I was like 11 and being like, this does something for me that I can't explain. And being in the second one it's a dream come true.
Very under wraps. I mean, it's the sort of movie where it's like paparazzi photos feel like breaking news.
Yeah.
If you can find. So I imagine you can't say much about the plot.
No, I could tell you.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Yeah, they said if anyone should talk about it, it should be me.
Great.
And yeah, it takes place. Thank you, that's very nice.
And you know what's heartbreaking?
What?
We ran out of time right before you were right about to tell me.
Oh, we'll keep going.
We need 5 more minutes.
I'll tell you next time. Yeah, 5 more minutes with this one. Oh, okay.
What a delight. Congratulations on
Thank
the
you very
special.
much. Thank
Please come back soon.
Thanks so much.
Caleb Heron, everybody, model comedian, streaming on HBO Max. And be right